Sawadee Krap. We're going to talk about elbows. There are many elbows in Muay Thai. We're going to keep it simple and keep it basic. We're going to use three basic elbows: the up elbow, the slashing elbow, the cutting elbow, and we're going to add the spinning elbow because there's not a practitioner of Muay Thai that I know that does not enjoy doing a spinning elbow. So we're going to add that. First we'll do it on the bag, and then we'll try to break it down as briefly and as simply as possible, loosely, in a loose manner without the bag. So if we're doing the up elbow, they're all very similar to the punches. So the up elbow is similar to the uppercut. You want to pivot on the ball of the foot, and you want to thrust the hip forward as you make the strike. And it will look something like this. And the rear, so we go in, up elbow, and then we'll go to the slashing elbow. The slashing elbow just comes straight across the forehead. Well, firstly, I should say that the up elbow usually targets the chin. So we'll move to the slashing elbow, which would really target the cheekbone. So we'll start with the rear. It comes straight across the face and targets the cheekbone. So that's the rear, and we'll do the lead. Slashing elbow. Now we'll go to the cutting elbow. The cutting elbow usually targets the top of the eyebrow, and it will come down more or less at a 45-degree angle from the top. Do something like that. And that's the rear, and then the lead. Now we're going to do the spinning elbow. The spinning elbow is the one everyone wants to do when they want to have some fun. We'll go in, step in, spin, twirl around. That's pretty much targets the cheekbone. And then we can do the spinning elbow that targets the bottom of the chin. We'll drag up the chest, go to the bottom of the chin. To do that, we want to lower the shoulder a bit and kind of look over this angle right over your right shoulder when you step in. So you go in, you step in, and we can do those. That's from our orthodox stance. So we'll go to the southpaw stance, and we'll do the up elbow under the chin. We'll go to the slashing elbow. Slashing elbow, slashing elbow, and then we'll go to the cutting elbow, cutting elbow, and we'll go to the spinning elbow. Spinning elbow that goes to the cheek, we'll go spinning elbow to the chin. Okay, now we'll see if we can get that into a simple mode that you'll understand. So we'll go to the up elbow orthodox. Similar to the uppercut, the biggest difference is that when you're in with those close strikes, you always want to be in guard with the other hand. So we're coming in for the uppercut, the up elbow under the chin, one small step, and put the hip and the rotation from the ball of the foot. When you drive this elbow up, try to get this open fist past your ear. Gives it a little drive as your hip goes up. So we go in, 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 in. Everything, hip, balls of the foot, up, similar to the uppercut. So, move to the slashing elbow. We'll start with the rear, one small step in, the open palm, because we're in tight, we want to have a bit of a guard. We'll turn the palm of our hand over as we bring our elbow across. Up, out, up, back, out, back. And the lead hand, out, back, out, back. We get a small step, give us a little momentum, and then we rotate on the ball of the foot, slashing out. slashing elbow. Now we would like to do the cutting elbow, which comes in, the target here would be the top of the eyebrow. It's coming in with a 45-degree angle down. Same movement, hip, balls of the foot, down, down. Lead hand, ball of the foot, hip movement, 45-degree angle down, down, down. The spinning elbow, a little more tricky. What we want to do, if we're in the orthodox position, we want to lead in with this lead foot across in front of us in a very comfortable position to get us inside of the opponent's guard. So we take one step in front, pivot, spin, come back. Reset, one step in, pivot, little loss of balance, happens when you hold it, gives it some reality. That's why we need to practice. Step in, pivot, back. You can do the same thing from the southpaw side. Up, up. Remember to drive the palm past your ear. Opens up the hip a bit more on the pivot. Up, up. Then we go to the slashing elbow. Up, up. Straight across. Drive that palm parallel to the floor. We're targeting the cheekbone. And we go to the cutting elbow, 45-degree down, targeting the eyebrow. Rear. And similar to the uppercut, if you target the rear first, if you use the rear first, you always get the torque on the recoil. On, down. Now we go to the spinning elbow. Same thing. On the southpaw side, you want to take a nice, small, comfortable step to get into the guard. Pivot, back up. Reset, small step, pivot, back up. Sunny cup.